Hey, hello and a very warm welcome everybody. It's me, S.P.U.D.S.Y, and here we are back in Hexagiggle for another one of our episodes. Just before we get into things, I'd just like to say, sorry it's a couple of days late getting the episode up this week. I was away for a couple of days last week, so the inevitable knock on and what have you. And I'd like to mix things up a little bit this week. You see, cool cities like this, they don't just happen. There is kind of a method and a way I go about building me cities and stuff. So if you'll indulge Shifu Spuds for 5 or 10 minutes, I'll walk you through the way of the Spudsy. So S is for stop, step back, sort out. Now, when you first load back into your game, before you get into whatever you're planning on building, I highly recommend you take a little look at things like your trash, your education, your traffic, all those kind of things. Check out your budget, and then sort out any problems that may be cropping up in your city before you get into what you're planning to do. Now, talking of planning, that is P. Planning and preparation. Now let's use the zoo from last week as an example. First thing in planning and preparation is space and scale and size. So before this was built, I took a good zoom out, got to see the big picture, sized it up, and then before I actually started building, part of that was I came into the zoo assets and actually placed them down against the road, one by one. I'm not going to put them all out, but so I can then basically get into move it and start working out which ways these are going to fit together and fit in to the space we have provided. Now, obviously, you can't do that if you're playing vanilla and you're not playing with everything unlocked. But if you are, that's a very, very useful way of getting an idea for your scale and your size of your build. But also when you're planning, one of the other things you want to do is turn on your console lines and see what you've got going on in terms of, the landscape, and do you need to do any flattening, can you work with what's there, all those kind of things. Also when you're planning and preparation, you want to think about, well, what kind of area is this? Is it an area that's going to need cargo logistics, for instance? Is it an area that's going to need public transport? What roads is it going to need? What services is it going to need? An example of that being in the zoo here, because I knew I was going to break the services by using this road, we planned for it and we provided a little bit of internal services. As you can see, there's a hearse just going out there. That was a nice little bit of RNG, wasn't it? So we've actually hidden, like, that's a garbage facility, but underneath we've hidden some cube services. So yeah, planning and preparation, an important part. Also in P, I would say patience and practice, but we'll come to that a bit later. You use everything to your advantage. Use the terrain to guide your roads, the way Teddy the map maker's done here with how he's followed the mountain with the motorway there. Also use the terrain to create layers of height and interest and character. You see, with different layers of height, it adds so much visual interest into your skyline and stuff. So yeah, use height layering, and also yeah, use old and new buildings up against each other to complement and contrast, and to give a sense of age that, you know, the city's been here for hundreds of years and has evolved over time. Like in a future episode, I'm planning to put a bit of an old town here. That'll be a lot of European buildings and stuff from the vanilla packs. So yeah, use that, use every trick you can think of, you know. But most of all, more than anything else, use your imagination. Let it run wild. Let it run naked in the rain, as it were. You know. But also use your spaces and your scaling. Like say this plaza that we've got here, this shopping plaza. The amount of open space we've actually got here is huge. But by leaving that sense of space, it actually makes the buildings around it look bigger and more imposing, and gives an actual grander sense of scale and size, even though we haven't filled it all up. So yeah, use your space in this game. Oof. This game gives you so much space. So yeah, use that to your advantage. Use that to allow yourself to give space. And then we come to D, which is detailing and decoration. If you've done all of the earlier stuff right, if you've used all your spacing and your scaling and your size and what have you, I'd also say yeah, use different types of roads. See, like we've got gridded elements, we've got organic elements. Use all the different kinds of roads. Don't just, it's got to be gridded or organic. Use bits and bobs of everything. And again, with your buildings and stuff, use everything. So yeah, detailing and decoration. If we've done all of those things right, what's left really should just be decoration. We shouldn't really have that much detailing left to do, because if you've done all of those things right, 99% of the detail's already done, and it's just a case of decorating around and using the odd little prop and gardening and what have you to accentuate. But D is also for don't forget the night. Whoops, let's just use that slider. There we go. Oh, thank you. Take the console lines off, we don't need them on the night time, you do. So yeah, don't forget the night. And use lights. And things like illuminated billboards to give your city some character and punch of a night. Can't recommend it highly enough, folks. Really, really, honestly, yeah, don't neglect the night. And then S, again, is, well, if you've done everything right, you can now sit back and enjoy it. But it's also second looks, second thoughts, and starting again. Doesn't matter what you've been building, whether it's a castle, a stadium, a seafront, whatever. If you're not feeling it, for whatever reason, at the end, and you look at it and you're taking a second look and you're having second thoughts, I've not a qualm about getting the bulldozer out, demolishing the lot and starting again, right back at looking at your space, looking at your scale, looking at your initial plan. You know, I absolutely guarantee you the second time you build it, it'll be better than the first time. So don't be afraid to just demolish the lot if you're not feeling whatever you've built, honestly. And lastly is why. And why is, yes, you can do it too. Yes, you can do this too. And that mainly just needs the patience and practice, you know. The only difference between people who are like, wow, how did he do that, and myself, is time and practice. I've had, somewhere in the order of 3,200 to 3,300-ish hours practice playing the game. And there's no substitute for that. You've got to get in and practice. And the more you practice, the better you'll get. Now, you might be able to do something you see somebody do on YouTube today, and you might be able to do it tomorrow, but if you keep trying and trying, you'll get there, you know. So yeah, you can. But it also, why, stands for you yourself, as in put something of yourself into your city. Little things that just mean something to you, that make you laugh or whatever and give you a little smile. Like, for instance, I'm a massive Liverpool fan, so I renamed that the Jurgen Klopp Bowl, where its real name is the Copper Bowl. And it just gives me a little whimsical smile every time I pass it, kind of thing. Right, anyway, that's the way of the Spudsy. And yeah, remember, yes, you can do it too. So what are we going to do for today's build anyway? We're going to nip over to this bit of seafront over here, and what we're going to build is a ferry, tram and metro exchange in this corner, and we'll run the line along the seafront here and then connect over here into the tram network for the tram that way. We'll continue these hotels down a little bit here. We'll create a little shopping area on the front here and add some Art Deco housing over here. And then in this spot we'll have the Vanilla University, the European one. Getting to use that kind of old and new thing backed up against each other. You know, you use everything to your advantage, including this, what looks like an awkward headland, and what could you do with this? Yeah, we'll use that to our advantage and make something pretty with that. We'll use some of our rocks and create a rocky headland and an outcropping and stick a lighthouse on it, and it'll all look rather nice and pretty and stuff. We're certainly not going to neglect the night. We're going to add lights all around this and carry on our theme that we've done with the illuminated keys and what have you. And then over in this corner we'll add a little park with a bandstand, and I'll show you a little hack of how you can turn any path into a payable path. Right, with that I shall crank up the tunes and I shall see you in a few moments after the time lapse. Right, so how did we get on? Yeah, as I say, pretty over the moon with this. As I said, we've created a little turnaround here for our tram and a connection into the network. We've also hooked it up into the metro and got our little ferry stop here, so nice little exchange point there. We've carried on to hotel across and the similar detailing with the rocks and what have you. And one of the other things I was meaning to say in there, what you should use is use motifs around your city. You see, like we've used this white fence and the red tulips, and again we've used it there and in the park over there and in front of the courthouse. And by repeating little motifs like that, it really pulls the city together and unifies it. Really, really effective technique. So what else did we put in? As I said, we've kind of got this kind of modern shopping arcade on the front here. Oh, we've got some really nice layering going on there now. Loving that. Oh, excuse me, being a bit shaky with the camera there. And at the Vanilla University, amongst newer buildings and some art deco, really does help to mix up the ages and heights and styles of your buildings a bit. Oh. And over in the corner here, yeah, our pretty little bandstand, and again we've carried that motif across, as I was saying. And we've put a couple of these new animated assets from S.P.U.D.S.Y Berlin in the bandstand and what have you. Not many people pay much attention, like everyone's just walking through the park and paying me cash. I'll show you how I did that in a second. So that's lovely though, isn't it? Oh. Loving that. Oh yeah, the lighthouse, I'm forgetting about the lighthouse. So yeah, we used that kind of S.P.U.D.S.Y philosophy, and we used that awkward headland of what could you do with that, and well, you turn it into something pretty. Nice little lighthouse at the end. People actually even visiting it and stuff. I couldn't resist putting that little shipwreck. I hate the way the camera bobs around when you close to stuff like that. Oh, and those of you who are uploading the save, if you're using LSM, you will see one missing item on the report, as it were, and that's the light that's going around here, and as you can see, it's not missing. I think it's just the asset editor changed the asset and included the light in the original asset and forgot to remove the dependencies. I think that's, but it's as you can see, yeah, it's clearly there. But that's the missing item from the asset list. That's a nice bit of waterfront now, isn't it? Starting to come along nicely now. Oh yeah, the path trick. Right, if I come into me parks and city parks, I've got a couple of handy little items off the workshop here called Spy Gate, visible main park gate. if you place it down, it's just a gateless entrance to a park basically. But if you combine that with multi-tool and the unlock tool, and you unlock it, you can come into your paths and you can have it be, silly person, you can have it be any path you like, a gravel path, zoo path, something from the campuses, a nature path, whatever the hell you feel like. You can charge people to go through it. So anyway, you've got a popular path in your cities and you want to make it a little bit of cash, that's a quick little way to do it. Right, that just leaves me to thank you all for watching, and to remind you to do all that good stuff, you know, like, comment, subscribe, what have you. We're nearly at the 150 now, so you could help me hit the target there of 150 subs. So yeah, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and enjoy the cinematics, and I shall see you all next week.